My name's Andrew Molino. This is my wife, Yvette Molino. I've been here almost 2 months now.
I had nowhere to go. My mom had died, and my dad had just died a year and a half earlier, and we don't have family. You know, all we have is each other. And then he went to jail, and then he almost died. He was in an induced coma because his kidney was failing. And the day that I finally heard from him was the day I found out my mom died. And during that time I had a stroke, and I was just so scared. And then we ended up losing the house completely, and we had nowhere to go. And then he had a friend over here, then the friend changed his mind about helping us out. And next thing we know, we're at the Chevron in Nevada City, sleeping on the bus bench, and he hasn't had dialysis, which he's reliant on 3 times a week, you know, and he hadn't had treatment in 2 weeks. I remember using a peanut butter jar as a pillow, and, you know, just saying I don't want to die like this, you know, and what happened was a caseworker at the hospital got us in here. We had tried coming in before, but it didn't work out, you know, and we were finally able to go in. And the night I came the day before he did, and I slept so good that night. And I remember I felt like I had got my dignity back. They got me clothes because we came here with our clothes on our back, and that's it.
We were stranded there for like 2 weeks. We didn't have no food or water.
Minimal.
We were living off of we had like a little container of serrano peppers, and we would share like a serrano pepper, you know, with each other every day. And
boil water.
We had to boil the river water to drink, and you know what I mean. Every once in a while, you know, somebody coming down to the river to have fun or whatever would have extra food, and they would give us a little bit of food and stuff. So we were always grateful for that. And we just decided, you know, we're not gonna die like this. You know what I mean? We don't know anybody out here. There's no place to go. There's nothing within walking distance. We were gonna hitchhike, you know, or try to hitchhike to Nevada City. And this guy that just got pulled over by the CHP was getting a ticket, and he was kind of ran through the ringer because he was driving erratically or whatever. And you know, usually when you're in that position, you just want to get the heck out of there, you know, after you get a ticket. And I don't know if it was just God or what, but like after he gets his ticket and all that, he has his 2 kids with him. His truck's loaded down. He's on his way to a family reunion. He turns around and he goes, "Hey," he just happened to ask us, you know, "Hey, are you guys all right?" And we're like, "Not really." "Where are you guys trying to go?" We're like, "I mean, Nevada City, I guess," you know. And he goes, "Well, I don't know if I can fit all your stuff, but let me move some stuff around in my truck, and we'll try to pack as much, you know, your stuff as you can, and we'll try to get you to Nevada City." And he actually got all of our stuff in the truck, and what little we had, you know what I mean, and put us in the truck with his kids, and he took us to Nevada City. And we just asked him to drop us off at the Chevron, but he seen the Northern Queen that was over there at the motel, and he goes, "Well, I'll take you guys over there." We were just like, "Well, we don't have any money, you know what I mean? We can't afford a room." He's like, "Don't worry about it." He goes, "I'll get you guys a room for the night." And he gave us some money for food, and he goes, he prayed with us. Him and his kids both prayed with us, you know what I mean? And it was pretty awesome. The next day, we were able to get some money from a friend to stay another night. And after that, they wouldn't take us no more because they didn't take cash. You know what I mean? They only take card, and we didn't have no money on a card, so all we had was cash. So we didn't know the area, so we went to the bus stop in front of the Chevron, and I ended up collapsing, you know, because it's been 15 days since I had dialysis. You know, I'm supposed to get it every other day, and it's been 15 days, and you know, my kidneys were shutting down on me. She only had like 3% left on her phone, so she used that to call 911. And the ambulance came and got me and took me to Sierra Nevada Memorial, and then they got the price lowered for her at Nevada City Inn and got her a room. You know, which is why I was grateful, because I was like, I didn't want to stress out about, you know, where she was going to be at that night.
But, you know, come checkout time, you know, I had to leave everything behind because all I could push was my walker, because I can't walk more than a block, you know. And this is the first time, you know, have the roof over my head that I'm actually getting medical help. Even after my stroke, I wasn't able to get medical help, you know, because I didn't want to leave my cat behind. And, you know, this is the first time I felt so safe. This is the first time we actually have a plan, a goal, and it feels doable.
Yeah, we didn't think that the kind of kindness that's out here exists. Even when we were just up here and we didn't know about this place and we were walking around the streets just trying to figure stuff out. I mean, more people than we could count would just come up to us and ask us if we were okay, give us food. One lady walked up to us and just handed us $80. You know what I mean? And we didn't know her from nothing. You know what I mean?
The police officers are actually the ones who told us about Hospitality House.
Yeah, they were like really awesome. I thought they were gonna harass us, and you know, here they were like, "Hey, how can we help you? You know what I mean? Are you guys hungry? Do you guys need water? You guys?" The first one of the first probably 5 questions was, "Have you heard of Hospitality House?" And I was like, "No," you know what I mean? And they were like, "Well, let's try to get you guys in." They tried really hard, I mean, to the point to where they were loading our stuff up into their truck, the police trucks to bring us here. The help that we got was just, like, astounding. You know,
yeah, because, like, my first night here, I only had to close my back, and the pants I was wearing were hospital for the emergency room scrubs, you know? And because my pants had just threw it all sleeping on the bench, you know? And I remember the other Jessica gave us pajamas, you know, and I don't know, Andrew mentioned it the other day, like he's never seen so many people with pajamas, you know?
Yeah.
And then it just like, you know, I got clothes now, and it's crazy because, you know, I was just sewing up holes, and I got socks, and, you know, I got underwear. I know that's not a big deal, but oh my God, I haven't had underwear in a minute, like probably a couple years, you know? And I mean, really, I hold my head up high now. There's so much hope. And then the other thing is, we, you know, because respect for the rules, you know, and people helping you, we ended up getting sober. And with that, you know, we got clarity. And this is the first time there's like, you know, we're sober and happy. Like, we're sober and no self-hate. You know, that we're actually sharing our story with people, trying to encourage them. I feel like I'm seeing colors for the first time.
Yeah,
the veil has been lifted, and I got eyesight, and, you know, I like it, you know.
It's something that we've been wanting to do for years. We used to talk about getting clean all the time, and it's just the people that we were around, the environment that we were around, it was impossible. You know what I mean? Everybody around us is getting high. Everybody, I mean, it's no matter which way you turned. You know, it was always like right here in front of us. You know what I mean? And even if we didn't have money, they would just, you know, here. You know what I mean? And so it was impossible. You know what I mean? And we got here, and that's when I realized I had been told before, but I didn't truly understand what it meant when they say that in order to get clean and sober and to get a new start, you have to change the people, places, and things in your life. And it wasn't until we completely relocated and found a new group of friends and found like a new group of people to talk to and express how we were feeling that we realized how easy it was for us to get clean and stay clean. You know, we really had to change the people, places, and things in our lives. And once that awareness, we got that awareness about that, we just made that conscious decision. You know, we're going to stay clean. We're gonna, this is our chance to get a fresh start and to get on our feet and to live life, you know. And since we've been here, my medical stuff, I take dialysis 3 days a week, you know, like 4 hours each session. So it's hard for me to work, you know what I mean? And there's so many resources that I didn't know about, like the disability. Fred and some people from Freed are helping us with disability, getting our disability in order. So we have some sort of income. They're helping us with housing. We just turned in our first application ever. I mean, we're in our 40s, and the first time either of us have turned in any kind of application for our own place to live. We just did that a couple of weeks ago.